Hey, it's Neville here, and today we're going to talk about how to scam people for money. Now, we all know the real key to success is making great products and putting a lot of hard work into them. Fuck that. We don't like this hard work stuff. So let's take the easy way to make money and scam people into giving us money instead. Now, our goal here is to deeply exploit human psychology and get the most vulnerable and needy people to fork over what little cash they have. So let's put our evil hats on and get started. Scam tactic number 1. Make sure you focus on a hopeful yet sort of dumb crowd. These are the people who think internet riches are a push of a button away. These are the people who subscribe to the idea that they deserve to live a good life. These are the people who dream of finding a passive income source that requires no work. This will be our target audience. By the time we apply some fancy copywriting and psychologies to these gullible people, they'll be willingly handing over their money. Now, this kind of crowd doesn't understand that success usually requires years of hard work and effort. They want the end result without the hard work. These people are generally on the lower ends of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They want the shortcut to riches. They don't want to hear about hard work. They just want to bypass all that hard work and get straight to the riches. So let's fill these idiots up with hope, then drain their wallets of cash. We're going to be using the target psychological emotion of greed and laziness on this one. So, now that we've identified our target audience, we can start getting them to trust us through simple manipulation. Scam tactic number 2. Show them how badass your life is through pictures. So we need to establish that we are very authoritative and very wealthy by showing them cool shit we've done. So we're going to do this by showing pictures of cool things their broke asses can't afford. If you take every cool thing you've ever done in your life and shove it into a few pictures, your life seems awesome. So, for example, you're going to show pictures of yourself randomly flying in first-class seats. You need to show pictures of activities that poor people can't do, but you can because you're such a baller. Like taking a zero-gravity private jet flight, or going to Burning Man and renting a giant RV to do it. You got to show pictures of bank accounts with random numbers in them. The bigger, the better. They don't even have to be real. Just make up random numbers and these idiots will believe us. You got to show pictures of you working from random places, like this working from a pool photo, or working from the laptop life photo, or working from a rock gym, working from a beach in Thailand, working from a Harvard Club office. You get bonus points if you add a bunch of hashtags and quasi-motivational shit to the pictures also. These gullible, lazy bastards will think that we're balling out of control and know the secrets to wealth. This is because poor people often equate cool and expensive stuff with some form of wisdom. Dummies. We are exploiting the target psychological emotion of proof and credibility with this. Now let's move on to scam tactic number 3. Tell people they deserve a certain lifestyle. This concept of people deserving a certain lifestyle appeals directly to the most hopeless and gullible of people. You get bonus points if you make them think a certain lifestyle can be theirs only if they believe. This is what a lot of life coaches do. They pump people full of belief with irrational logic. But you can't use rational logic to explain this. You need to use vague quotes, preferably coupled with stock photos of people jumping for joy or running through a field. Like this: live the life you deserve. This is a random picture we took off of Flickr Creative Commons. And this quote, we made it up. It's not even real. And what about this one? It's a picture of a random little girl running through a field with a fake quote from Bill Clinton that says, "When pursuing your dreams, age doesn't matter." That's not even a real quote. We just put that there. People who are very hopeless tend to flock to vague yet plausible sounding advice like this. It gives them hope. It makes them trust you. It makes you seem like an inspirational figure. It makes them dream of the output of a successful business. Of course, it just conveniently inspires them, but never actually teaches anything valuable. Suckers. These kind of vague images and quotes directly hit the rewards part of their brain. It fuels their desire to belong to an elite club where they do little work, have lots of leisure, and make tons of money. This is exploiting the psychological emotion of desire to belong and desire for freedom. Now, let's go on to scam tactic number 4. Don't ever get into the specifics of how you make money. Just give businessy sounding advice. You see, since we're going after a very hopeless audience, we don't want to give real business advice. That stuff is too hard and work intensive for them to care. We have to give them businessy sounding advice like this. Failing is the first step to succeeding, by Shinzo Miyake. Shinzo Miyake isn't even a real name. I just made that shit up while photoshopping the image. But who cares? These idiots will never research it. These people don't actually want to do work, but instead they want to play entrepreneur. So you need to make success looks like it takes 2 hours a week, can be done from anywhere in the world, and always returns huge rewards. They don't want to see hard things. That work stuff scares them off. They want to see that you've figured out some push-button solution that will solve all their problems. And we're exploiting the target psychological emotion here of hope. Now let's get on to scam tactic number 5. Always show huge numbers, no matter how irrelevant they are. Make sure you add tons of bullshit numbers wherever you can. It doesn't matter what the context is. For example, you can say, this website has over 1 million views. Now, the real translation that only you and me know about is, in the 10 years of running this website, my Google Analytics shows 1 million total page visits, which equates to less than 90 unique visitors per day. Just let them assume these numbers are meaningful, like this. You say, my last product launch generated 7 figures. The real translation is, over the course of 3 years selling this product, the total revenue generated was nearly $1 million, but I only made $75,000 of profit on it. I just want you to assume that quote-unquote $1 million number means profit. You see, the realities of those numbers is boring. We need to sex them up and let people assume these numbers actually mean spending money we get to use. Also, make sure to never take into account refunds, bank fees, sweat equity, taxes, paying employees, or any of those other nagging costs. We don't want our list of idiots to realize those huge numbers we use isn't actually profit. If your product sucks so bad that you don't even have big numbers to show, just make them up. These fools won't know. The target psychological emotion we're triggering here is proof. Let's get on to scam tactic number 6. Don't give any actual helpful information. Just talk about the end benefits. Remember, we're trying to scam people in the least amount of time, so don't you dare do anything helpful for these people. Don't do helpful things at all. Don't give them real case studies. Don't give them real examples. Don't give them helpful how-to guides. Just make sure you keep pumping them full of dreams and only give them good information if they pay for it. The best part is, once we get their money, it doesn't matter how we tell them to make money. Just send them some craptastic ebook about working hard or some crap like that. These suckers will never know. Over here, we're exploiting the target psychological emotion of buying a product that will solve all problems. Scam tactic number 7. Be ultra aggressive when you sell because you won't ever see these people again. There are legit companies that do this lame, keeping a customer for life kind of thing. But we don't give a shit about our people. We want quick returns and don't care if we burn bridges. Spam them, lie to them, pander to their emotional hot buttons, make them feel really stupid for not buying. Do anything, who cares if it's legal, to get them to buy. We're trying to scam people into buying a shitty product here, so we have to make them feel stupid for not doing it. You need to exploit their FOMO, their fear of missing out. We need to use language like, how stupid are you going to feel on Sunday when you miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to find the riches you deserve? Or, are you going to sit back and wallow in your miserable life working for someone else? Or are you ready to be your own boss and finally start calling all the shots? Make sure that you're extremely aggressive about this. Shit like this really turns the pressure up for vulnerable people to buy. It combines the two powerful psychological tactics of time constraints and questioning their intelligence. Which brings us to our final scam tactic number 8. Now that you've got their money, run! I mean, 50% of the people you make a sale to will realize they've been scammed and try to refund, but 50% of these suckers are too dumb and lazy to refund, so we will always make money. Because we've scammed them, these people will unlikely ever buy from us again, but who cares, right? We're only in this for the short term, not building a healthy and long-term business or anything. Okay, this is actually Neville here, not evil Neville anymore. The whole point of this video is to kind of show a fun and opposite way of how to sell. We don't actually want to scam people. That's a bad idea, and usually scammers don't last that long and generally either get arrested or flame out in some major way. Instead, if you're going to put time and effort into selling something, if you just put time and effort into making sure the product is good, the customer is serviced, the customer is helped by it, then people will come back to you over and over and over again. We teach a lot of this stuff here at Copywriting Course. We actually make a really great training course over here that thousands of people and businesses have used. It's quick, it's useful, and even picking up one new concept from it can make back your entire investment quickly. It trains you and your colleagues on writing website copy that makes sales or signups, writing autoresponders that automatically send marketing and make sales, writing emails that bring in sales and attention, writing great converting blog posts. If this sounds like something you'd like to start learning, take a few minutes to check out the Copywriting Course. We do our best to make these articles and videos and content super fun and entertaining for people to learn. So hope you join us on the inside and keep scamming. Just kidding. Actually, keep providing value and making the world a better place, not scamming. This is Neville Medhora. I'll talk to you later.